was that fought in the military, and he's Marine, and he went into not the UFC, it was another company. It wasn't Strike Force, it was an MMA company that the UFC had bought out. What the hell is the name of that damn company? But they bought him out and took all their champions, right? So this guy was like the reigning champion, and I think he had lost one, but he had came back. But Phil Davis just came along and bent this dude up, man. I said, this dude is bad, you know? And now, you know what I noticed when you watch the UFC? Jake is dominating that whole thing, man. And that was meant for Esau to die. That was Esau's sport, you know? But Jake is dominating that, man. When you check out all the different weight classes, it's either Judah or could be Issachar, mostly Asher, all right? But Judah's up in there too, man. You know? So I just wanted to throw that up in there, man. That's part of your stronghold. Your stronghold, like you said, your men shall be women. Jake is bending you up like pretzels now, man. Cause you have your body's becoming like a woman. Go ahead.
It says, "Behold, thy people in the midst of thee are women. The gates of thy land shall be."
Yeah, like for example, hold up, brother.
Yeah, that's right. You know, it's that time, man. It's that time for you devils to go down.
Yeah, you go. Now, hey, I wouldn't have done. There ain't no one motherfucking man, ain't no army man can make me do this shit, brother. Make me take my clothes off? That's what you do to a damn woman. Read that again, brother.
It says, "Behold, thy people in the midst of thee are women. The gates of thy land shall be set wide open unto thine enemies. The fire shall devour thy bars."
Yeah, now when you read the article, it says, well, the black man was taller than the other man, and he was a little bit. Man, I don't give a damn if you're 9 foot tall, man. I will try to damn drop kick your balls off, man. Bite your kneecaps off. Do something. You can speak for a minute, brother.
Yeah, man. You white people, you in trouble, man. You in trouble. That's all I can say. You in trouble. This is your future right here. And then you're gonna have chains slapped on you on top of that. And he ain't gonna look. He gonna have gashes, gaping wounds all over the place, limbs missing, black and blues, big ass black eyes, teeth everywhere.
Yeah, there was one scene. This brother, the cop hit him with a baton, right? And he flipped back up and he got into a kung fu stance. And them cops looked like they were ready to run, man. And a lot of those cops are running from them Jakes, man. And Cameron, that fucking ferry. All right, he's all upset at the police, and the police of Great Britain, they're mad because he's criticizing them, man. And then this guy comes all the way to the States to get Bratton. All right, remember Bratton, Commissioner Bratton? He was up there in Boston. All right, because we remember when we used to speak up in Boston, he was a commissioner at that damn time, man. And then I guess L.A. liked him so much that they brought his ass over there to L.A. So now they're bringing him to England to help train the cops. Now that's a diss on you Brits out there, man. That's a diss on you Brits, man. And them those Jakes, man, they were doing some damage, man. There's all kind of videos out, man. They were burning up whole neighborhoods, man. And you know, even though it got quelled down, you're thinking in the back of your mind, damn, every time I turn around, this is a cracker talking. Every time I turn around, somebody knocking me over the head, kicking my ass. And then it was breaking news this morning that there was I guess he was a scientist or something. He had a high-ranking position. He was a U.S. citizen, or he is a U.S. citizen, over there in Pakistan. And they bum-rushed this dude, and they kidnapped him. They beat the hell out of his 3 guards, which were military men, and then they beat the shit. They pistol whipped the chauffeur. Then they just snatched him up. And Esau is waiting for who's the people that's gonna make the statement that they did it. Ain't nobody making statements yet. So you're gonna catch. See, the whole world sees you're the devil now. So now they're putting the fire to your ass. All right? Read that again in Nahum.
All right, this is back in the book of Nahum.
And at the same time, the Most High is getting ready these false prophets. Like Zabak, Comfy, General Yohana, and the rest of those clowns, man. Go ahead.
Nahum 3:13. Behold, thy people in the midst of thee are women. The gates of thy land shall be set wide open unto thine enemies. The fire shall devour thy bars.
The fire shall devour thy bars. The bars of what? The bars of your gates. Now you just heard the Hebrew word and what it meant. Gates is your defense, your stronghold, your military, your meeting place. Now let's go back to Genesis and read that again about the gates. So that's a prophecy what the seed of Abraham is going to do. Go ahead.
Genesis 22:17. That in blessing I will bless thee, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the stars of heaven and as the sand.
Thy seed is talking about not the seed of Ishmael, not the seeds of Keturah, but the seed of Isaac, his son. Go ahead.
That's right. And as the sand which is upon the seashore, and thy seed shall possess the gate of his enemies.
Yeah, because that thy seed shall possess the gate of his enemies. Who are enemies? Who's enemy number one? Esau. Why you think it said what it says in the Apocrypha? What is that? Second Ezra, the 6th chapter and the 7th verse. Why you think it says that? Why you think it mentioned Esau and not Ishmael or Ham? Because when the world changes, when the world transitions from Esau to the Israelites, that's when the whole world's going to change over. So it ain't talk when Ezra was around at that time. That was during what period? Babylonians and going into the Persian and Medes. So why did it skip all the way up to Jacob and Esau all over again? When Jacob and Esau is supposed to be an old story, or we don't know who Esau is. He's some ancient guy that he lives in the mountains some damn where. No, Esau is going to be on top. But you got these idiots out here that teach this nonsense and confuse other Israelites. But the ones you that get confused, may you be confused. Continue to be confused. Because you're not a part of the elect any damn way. You know? Go ahead.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 1, and verse 15. It says, unto the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure, but even their mind and conscience is defiled. They profess that they know the Most High, but in works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work reprobate.
The word reprobate means void of judgment. You know, you go with a guy with a fancy garment on, oh, he must be the guy. But he ain't the guy. Because the Most High didn't give you the spirit of discernment to discern who's a man of the Lord and who's a damn imposter. Go ahead.
This is Numbers 24:14. And now behold, I go unto my people. Come therefore, and I will advertise thee what this people shall do to thy people in the latter days.
What people is that? The seed of Abraham. And all the families being blessed is the rest of the seed of Abraham, which are Israelites. Go ahead.
And he took up his parable and said, Balaam the son of Beor hath said, and the man whose eyes are open hath said, he hath said which heard the word of the Most High, and knew the knowledge of the Most High, which saw the vision of the Almighty, falling into a trance, but having his eyes open. I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel, and shall smite the corners of Moab, and destroy all the children of Sheth. And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies, and Israel shall do valiantly. Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. And he looked on the Kenites and took up his parable and said, Strong is thy dwelling place, and thou puttest thy nest in the rock. Nevertheless, the Kenites shall be wasted until Ashur shall take thee away captive.
Now let's go back.
This is Genesis 22:17. That in blessing I will bless thee, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the stars of heaven, and as the sand which is upon the sea shore. And thy seed shall possess the gate of his enemies, and in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed.
The gate of thy enemies, thy enemies, thy chief enemy.